Welcome back, race fans, to Blind Squirrel Media. I'm your host, Howie Felterbush, and tonight we're breaking down the absolute barn burner from October 14th. The Masters of the Draft took on the high banks of Daytona International Speedway in the Legacy Xfinity cars, and folks, it was a wild one. 31 drivers lined up on the grid, and you could practically taste the anticipation. The green flag dropped, and for a moment, just a moment, it seemed like we were in for a calm, calculated race. The drivers settled in, feeling out their cars and the draft. But that peace and quiet? It lasted all of 7 laps. Heading down the backstretch, the 28 car got a massive run on the 47 and pulled to the outside. It looked like a standard superspeedway move, a little shuffle in the pack. But coming out of turn 4, disaster struck. The 47 and 28 made contact, sending the 28 spinning down the track right into the hornet's nest. Behind them, about half the field was bearing down at nearly 200 miles per hour. It was a heart-in-your-throat moment for everyone involved. What started as a battle for 14th position instantly erupted into a massive pileup. In fact, had they eaten a lump of coal before the race, their assholes were clenched so tight they would have been shitting diamonds instead of just shitting their pants. When the smoke cleared, 12 cars were involved, many of them forced to use their one and only fast repair for the entire race. If you thought that early wreck would calm things down, you were sorely mistaken. It was like flipping a switch. The aggression level shot through the roof. It became an all-out brawl, with drivers trying to force their way into gaps that simply didn't exist. It was all take and no give, a real my corner, not yours mentality. For being the 5th race of the season, you'd expect a little more patience, a little more long-run strategy. But no, not on this night. The first 40 laps were pure, unadulterated chaos. The yellow flag flew a staggering 6 times, all within that initial 40-lap stretch. Fans were lighting up the comments, and they were not holding back. We heard things like, "These guys couldn't drive their way out of a wet paper bag with a hole in it." And my personal favorite, common sense is like deodorant. The people who need it most never use it. You gotta love the passion of the fans, right? But the moment that truly set the race on fire happened on lap 35. This was the one that got everybody talking, the one that ignited a firestorm in the post-race Discord chat. The 07 car was running on the low line, about to be lapped by the lead pack. As the leaders approached, the 24 car made contact with the 07, sending the lapped car skidding down into the infield grass. The 07 couldn't save it, sliding back up the banking and collecting the outside wall. Immediately, the accusations started flying. The 07 driver was furious, placing all the blame squarely on the 24. His argument was that he'd called out on the radio that he was staying low, holding his line. The 24 driver fired back, claiming he never heard the call and that a lapped car should have moved completely out of the way down to the apron to let the leaders by. The debate got heated, with accusations and colorful language being thrown around. Like, "Not my fucking fault your damn ears ain't cleaned out." It was a classic case of 2 drivers seeing the same incident from 2 completely different perspectives. Here at Blind Squirrel Media, we call it the way we see it. So we dove into the replays, looking at every possible angle to get to the bottom of it. And that's when we found something interesting. On the 07's in-car camera, you can see the initial contact. But as the car heads for the grass, it appears the driver never lifts off the throttle to try and regain control. The tachometer spikes deep into the red as the tires spin on the grass, and then the car shoots back up onto the racetrack. This raises a fascinating question. If the driver had lifted, if he had tried to scrub speed and gather the car up in the grass, could the outcome have been different? Would it have been just a spin instead of a race-ending wreck? It's a what if that will forever hang over this race. A question we'll likely never have the answer to. It was a night of high drama, frayed tempers, and incredible action at Daytona. Stay tuned, because we've got the video clips from all the major incidents coming right up. You won't want to miss it. Thanks for tuning in. If you enjoyed this breakdown, do us a favor and hit that like button, share the video with your fellow race fans, and be sure to subscribe to Blind Squirrel Media so you never miss a report. Until next time, I'm Howie Felterbush, and remember to keep fueling the passion. We'll see you at the next one.
Masters of the draft, we ride tonight. Engine screaming louder than a bar fight. I'll take no give, it's a full-blown raid. 31 cars in a high-speed parade. Under the glow of that silver balloon, racing demons under a full moon. Full moon speedway where the wild ones run. To the front at all costs till the battle is won. Rubber burns and the asphalt grows. Full moon speedway's where we call home. Trading paint like it's a handshake deal. Metal on metal, sparks on the wheel. Tires screeching, hearts out of control. Daytona's got a way of swallowing souls. Under the glow of that silver balloon, racing demons under a full moon. Full moon speedway where the wild ones run. To the front at all costs till the battle is won. Rubber burns and the asphalt grows. Full moon speedway's where we call home. Trading paint like it's a handshake deal. Metal on metal, sparks on the wheel. Tires screeching, hearts out of control. Daytona's got a way of swallowing souls. Under the glow of that silver